So anyway, speaking of fake reality shows, you know, I really work not to just go directly in on people, because you might know. I mean, you never know if you get called upon to work with someone, or you know, you want to just give them their basic respects. But my girl has oh my girl just put some grease on the hinges to open the floodgates for me to go in. So I'm gonna have to go in now. First of all, I don't even know where to start. There's so much material. Okay, I'm not gonna even address her in her attempt at being the first lady of Turks and whatever. The first lady of Turks and Caicos. Okay, so we all know she feels like she was, and still is, frankly, the first lady of Turks and Caicos. Let's just simmer that around a minute. Yeah. So, the first lady, in fact, I think I'll just refer to her throughout this video as the first lady. The first lady of the island, because I want to insult Mrs. Obama that way. And although I would guarantee you she feel like she is on the same level as as them. She feels like, you know, well, I know what it's like to be a first lady. I can see her saying that. If she hasn't already somewhere, I don't know. If it's great entertainment value for well, for people with sense. Or people who will follow anybody just because they're popular, or just because they look a certain way, or because they're physically attractive. Those people will not get this. But let me just say, she has brought to life my understanding for why people enjoy reality shows. I love, when I saw, let me tell you, there's so much here. Okay, the last I saw her, she was hosting something on TV1 where they were doing Way Black Wind, and they were, I was kind of hating because I was like, oh, why she get to co-host for when they play Foxy Brown? I'm kind of hate a little bit. I'm a little bit jealous, but I'm not too bad because I love watching this female in what she feels like is action. I love watching that. She is just something to see. She is a piece of maintenance that is something to see. It is the best ever. I mean, I can always count on her to stick her foot so deep down her own throat every time she opens her mouth. And it is just the greatest thing. I don't know if you ever just roam through YouTube and look up some interviews with her. Pick one, anyone, like literally anyone. Matter of fact, pick two just so you don't think that the first one was a fluke. It is amazing. It's amazing. And whenever she's asked by an interviewer to speak on anything, is just, well, but she's aware that she turns on when the camera's on. She turns it on, but I don't think she's aware that everyone else can see that it's manually turned on. That's not that's not, you know. And from her perspective, you know, she did, like in the show. Oh, let me go back. I'm jumping again. It's just so much. So she was hosting this TV1 special where they, you know, were playing Foxy Brown, and they had commentary in between during commercial times. And Melvin Van Peebles was hosting, and there was another person on the other side of her. I can't remember who. But it was going to be most interesting to me, I already know. Because whenever I love seeing her, but I also love, if she's in the company of real people, people who are kind of genuine, or they at least know what they're talking about, I like to see them hide their reactions to her ramblings. It is really, it is like the most fun ever. I've never like wanted to enjoy. So anyway, I'm watching her kind of co-host the presentation of Foxy Brown and enjoying every time she opens her mouth, as usual. She never lets me down. And so I'm like, well, why did she even get picked? Now, why is she even relevant to what? So as it continues to go on, they keep having it plastered, something plastered in the bottom, like the real whatever show. And then so after all the, after this particular part of the series is done, they start showing commercials for her reality show coming out. I've never been so excited that, well, first of all, I was like, oh, that makes sense why she got picked, is so they could go ahead and begin the promotion process for this reality show she got coming out. Everybody has a reality show, but anyway. And unless your career is just gone and done, and that's your last reach at any kind of public attention, go ahead and do it. But if you think you may have a chance to, do a John Travolta style comeback, if you think you have an opportunity to do that, you might want to, turn down the reality shows. But anyway. So I'm like, oh, that's the deal. She's got a reality show coming out. So as a matter of fact, I posted something on my Facebook page about that, and I could tell you how it went. Oh, it says whoever I am on Facebook is hating on what's her face for landing that hosting slot for the Foxy Brown portion of the series. P.S. I want Christy Love reruns. And then I put, oh, now I see she has a reality show coming out now, and they're defacing the classic Foxy Brown by slapping promos for the reality show all upside the screen throughout the whole movie. No wonder. And I put, okay, I'm going to wish her well and leave it at that. And Creaky rolled through and said, I told you, see what happens when you're the princess of Zamunda for a month? Don't hate. So the rest of the comments was just me cracking up at that whole statement. Because I don't know how many of you saw Coming to America, but the whole Princess of Zamunda thing. And then for a month, that was funny too, because he didn't know the marriage lasted like a couple of years. He thought she could only hang on to him for like a couple of months or something, but she lasted a lot longer than that. She got a history. She know to involve the kids, involve everything she possibly can, make it seem like she knows what she's doing. She's one of those fake gold diggers that can get so far on the totem pole. She has a little experience on a lower level of gold digging.